Student, welcome to all of you. This is the first chapter of your English Moments book, and this chapter name is The Lost Child. You know who is the writer of this lesson? The most famous Indian writer and author, Mulk Raj Anand. Mulk Raj Anand is the Indian writer, and this story belong to him. So here he describe about a child who is the lost child. Lost child is the story of a small child who gets lost in a fair. मीन्स एक बच्चे की कहानी है, छोटे बच्चे की कहानी है जो एक मेले में खो जाता है. He had gone with his parents to the fair but loses them when he gets engrossed in looking at a roundabout swing. मीन्स वो वहाँ पे खो जाता है जब वो एक बड़े इस झूले को देखने लगता है और पीछे छूट जाता है. The story highlights the bond of love and affection that the child share with his parents. Definitely. So certainly the story is telling us about the affection and the bond of love that the child keep with his parents. Before losing them, he had been demanding different things like sweets, balloons, flowers, swings, etc. Once he lost them, he is picked up by a stranger. The stranger tried to question the child by offering him all these things that he had demanded from his parents, but the child does not want them anymore. अब वो बच्चा जो अपने पेरेंट के साथ रहते हुए बहुत सारी चीज़ों की डिमांड करता है, जैसे कि बैलून की, फ्लावर्स की, झूलने की, बट एज ही गॉट लॉस्ट बाय दिम या लेफ्ट बिहाइंड बाय दिम, जैसे वो अपने पेरेंट्स से बिछड़ जाता है और एक स्ट्रेंजर, एक अजनबी व्यक्ति उसको पाता है. नाउ द पर्सन, द स्ट्रेंजर इज ट्राइंग टू क्वेश्चन हिम, उसको शांत कराने की कोशिश करता है. एंड बाय ऑफरिंग हिम सो मेनी थिंग दैट ही वॉज डिमांडिंग विथ हिज पेरेंट्स बिफोर. अब वो उन सब चीज़ों को उस बच्चे को देने की कोशिश करता है जो वो अपने माता पिता से पाने की जिद कर रहा था. बट द चाइल्ड वॉज स्टिल क्राइंग एंड वॉन्टिंग ओनली हिज पेरेंट्स. So he wants his parents first. Now all these things is good for nothing for him. They all are useless for him because he only wants his parents. So this is the story of. So this is the introduction of this story. You know, ahead we will see the explanation. Okay. So student, this is the explanation of the story. Let's see line by line. So it was the festival of spring. From the wintry shades of narrow lanes and alleys emerged a gaily clad humanity. Some walked, some rode on horses, others sat being carried in bamboo and block carts. One little boy ran between his father's legs, brimming over with life and laughter. So विंटरी शेड ऑफ नैरो लेंस एंड एलीज मीन्स क्या होता है, इन द विंटर सीजन द नैरो लेंस वेयर फुल ऑफ शेड्स. यू नो क्या होता है कि जाड़े के समय में जो छोटी छोटी पंगड़ियाँ होती हैं गांव में, ये क्या होती हैं, ये एकदम भरी हुई हैं. इमर्ज्ड मीन्स कम आउट या अपीयर ऑफ. ब्रीमिंग ओवर, टू बी फिल ऑफ समथिंग और वेलवेल बाय समथिंग. सो द स्टोरी इज सेट इन द स्प्रिंग सीजन. सो द स्टोरी बिलोंग टू ए स्प्रिंग सीजन मीन्स ये बसंत ऋतु की कहानी है. एज the story is set in this spring season as the winter season had just ended. All the people came out of their houses. जैसे ही winter season came to finish, all the people from their houses came out to join the fair that was held in the village. They were cheerful as the chilling cold weather had ended, and all the people were so overwhelmed because the wintry chill season had gone. People conveyed through different moods, food, horses, bamboo carts and bullock cart. Means people from all the conveyance like horses, barefooted, bamboo cart, they were going to into the fair. A little child was accompanied by his parents. So there was a little child also, he was going to the fair with his parents. He ran excitedly and often banged into his father's legs. He was with his father's. He was full of life, excitement and laughter because he was going to see the fair. So he was full of life, excitement and laughter because the child was in a good mood and was trying to enjoy each and every scene. Come child, come, called his parents as he lagged behind, fascinated by the toys in the shop that lined the way. सो स्टूडेंट, ये लैग्ड बिहाइंड मीन्स वॉज लेफ्ट बिहाइंड. लैग बिहाइंड मीन्स पीछे छूट जाना. फैसिनेटेड बाय, अट्रैक्ट टू या फैसिनेशन, किसी चीज़ का आकर्षण होना. लाइन द वे वेयर सेट अप along द वे, मतलब दुकानें जो गांव में लगी हुई थी मेले में वो एक किनारे लगी हुई थी. सो द चाइल्ड वॉज अट्रैक्ट टू द टॉयज विच वर डिस्प्लेड एट द वेरियस स्टॉल. सो इन द फेयर the different types of toys were decorated या kept in various stalls, and very the child was feeling fascinated towards them. As he would be left behind, his parents would call him to come with them, and in this fascination he was left behind, वह पीछे छूट जाता था. And as he was left behind, his parents always called him. He hurried towards his parents, his feet obedient to their call, his eyes still lingering on the receding toys. As he came to where they had stopped to wait for him, he could not suppress the desire of his heart, even though he well knew the old cold stare of refusal in their eyes. So here lingering means lasting for a long time, means बहुत ही a long term desire या something जो बहुत लंबे समय तक रहे. रिसीडिंग लेफ्ट बिहाइंड एज ही वॉकड अहेड, पीछे छुट जाना. सप्रेस मीन्स पुट एन इंड ऑफ, किसी चीज़ को दबाना. कोल्ड विदाउट एनी फीलिंग्स, इमोशनलेस पर्सन इज सो कोल्ड. द चाइल्ड वॉज ओबीडियंट एंड वुड वॉक टुवर्ड्स देम ऑन बीइंग कॉल्ड, but his eyes would keep on looking at the toys that he wanted. So the child was obedient. As his parents called him, he was trying to reach to them, but still his eyes were on that toys that was set on the various stall of the fair. As he reached them, he could not control his desire to buy a toy. He was familiar to the reaction that they would give. He knew that they would stare him, indicating denial to buy him to toy. The child knew the emotionless way in which they would stare at him. So the child was unable to control his desire to have that toys that was set on that various stalls, but he also knew, he also aware of the response from his parents that they would definitely deny him whatever demanded by him. I want that toy, he pleaded. The child was unable to control his desire any longer. He said that he wanted to the toys. His father looked at him red-eyed in his familiar Trenate's way. So Trenate means एक तरह से डरावना. So a cruel या oppressive ruler. So the father's eyes grew red with anger. He looked at the child just like a cruel ruler who was trying to oppress him. So जैसे बच्चे ने डिमांड की अपने फादर से to have that toys, his father saw him the cruel eyes. Now his mother, melted by the free spirit of the day, was tender and giving him her finger to hold, said, "Look, child, what is before you." Now the mother was trying to convince the boys because the day was full of spirit, and she was trying to pursue the boy by saying that look ahead, what is before your eyes. So student, melted means पिघल जाना, become tender या loving. So the mother became emotional due to the cheerful mood. Lovingly she gave her finger to the child to hold and guided him to a place. She asked him to see what was in front of him. Means his mother was trying to convince him by saying that there are so many things ahead, so don't try to insist him to buy that toys. It was flowering mustard filled, pale like melting gold as it swept across miles and miles of even land. A group dragonflies were bustling about on their gaudy purple wings, intercepting the flight of a lone black bee या butterfly in search of sweetness from the flowers. The child followed them in the air with his gaze till one of them would still its wings and rest on. He would try to catch it, but it would go fluttering, flapping up into the air. When he had almost caught it in the hands, then his mother gave a cautionary call. Come child, come on the footpath. So meaning is given here, the expression is given here. So there was a vast field full of bright yellow colored mustard flowers, means वहाँ बहुत बड़े सरसों के खेत थे, and all the flowers of the mustard was fully yellow, and they were looking like the melted gold. They seemed like flowing streams of gold and were widespread. A group of dragonflies, a kind of insects, so it was in a group, and black bees also, all the insects like black bees, dragonflies, butterflies buzz around, means they were flying there, flapping their wings also, sucking the nectar from the flowers, and they were trying to sucking the nectar means फूलों की रसों को वे suck कर रहे थे. The child looked at them as they flew around, and the child was enjoying that scene, the way they were flapping, yeah, flying at these flowers. When one of these sat somewhere, he tried to catch them, but the tiny creature would fly away the next instant. Now the one insect was trying to set on somewhere. The child was trying to catch it up, but the little tiny fly trying to fly away the next step. The mother called out him as they started walking down the footpath, and at that time, the sudden time, he was called by his mother. He ran towards his parents gaily and walked abreast of them for a while, being, however, soon left behind, attracted by the little insects and worms along the footpath that were teeming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. So, student, here abreast means side by side and facing the same way. Teeming means teeming out, to pour and empty out. So the child ran towards his parents. The child who was with his parents, he walked to next to them, but after few steps he stopped to see the insects who were coming out of the soil. Although the child was with his parents, but at another steps he got stopped and was gazing the direction where these insects were coming from. Once again the child was left behind. Now again he was left behind from his parents. Come child, come, his parents called from the shade of a grove where they had seated themselves on the edge of a wall. He ran towards them. So student, grove means a small wood या group of trees, एक तरह से छावनी होता है हिंदी में. So the parents called him. They sat next to a wall well under the shady tree. The child once again ran and joined his parents. A shower of young flowers fell upon the child as he entered the grove, and forgetting his parents, he began to gather the raining petals in his hands. But lo, he heard the cooing of doves and ran towards his parents, shouting, "The dove, the dove!" The raining petals dropped from his forgotten hands. So as the child entered the shady forested area, he was welcomed by a shower of flowers. He forgot his parents and started collecting the petals that had fallen. Just then he heard the cooing of doves and was excited to see them. He started chasing the birds, and in the process the petals fell from his hand. "Come child, come," they called to the child, who had now gone running in the wild capers round the banyan tree, and gathering him up they took the narrow winding footpath which led to the fair through the mustard field. So student, capers means a playful skipping movement. The parents called the child who was running and playing around the banyan tree. They lifted him as walked down a narrow twisting lane through which they crossed the mustard field and reached the fair. As they neared the village, the child could see many other footpaths full of thorns converging to the whirlpool of the fair, and felt at once repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he has entering. So through means huge crowds gathering, a mass gathering of people. Converging means gathering here. So as they were about to reach the fair, the child saw huge crowd of people walking from all directions toward the fairs. Means a mass gathering was going to be take there. The dense crowd scared him, and he stepped back for a while, but the next moment he got attracted to the mind boggling crowd of humanity. A sweetmeat seller hawked gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, jalebi at the corner of the entrance, and a crowd pressed around his counter at the foot of an architecture of many colored sweets decorated with leaves of silver and gold. The child stared open-eyed, and his mother watered for the and his mouth watered for the barfi that was his favorite sweet. I want that barfi, he slowly murmured, but he half knew as he begged that his plea would not be heeded because his parents would say he was greedy. So, without waiting for an answer, he moved on. So, student, heeded means paid attention to. So, at the entrance of the fair means at ही जैसे वो मेले में प्रवेश किया, to one corner a sweetmeat seller. So his eyes turned to a one corner, and a sweetmeat seller had set up a shop. A shop of the sweets was seated there. He was selling various sweets like gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, and jalebi, and there were so many sorts of sweets were kept there like barfi, gulab jamun, etc. and etc. These sweets were displayed at a different heights and was covered with the foils of gold and silver, and gold and silver layer of stuck on these sweets. The boy's mouth watered when he sighted his favorite barfi. Now, when the boy's eyes stuck on the barfi, as it was his favorite sweets, his mouth began watering. He expressed his desire to get one in low voice because he knew that his request would be refused by his parents. Although he wanted to those sweets, but he also aware of the refusal expression of his parents. They would say that he was greedy for the barfi because he knew what would be the reaction of his parents, because his parents were not in the kind who can because his parents were not sort of parents who can very easily satisfy the desire of his child. So he was totally aware of the response of his parents. As he did not expect that his demand would be fulfilled, he walked further, and being aware of this fact that his demand would not be fulfilled by his parents, so he proceeded from there. A flower seller hawked a garland of gulmohar. The child seemed irresistibly drawn. He went towards the basket where the flowers lay heaped and half murmured, I want that garland, but he well knew his parents would refuse to buy him those flowers because they would say that they were cheap. So, without waiting for an answer, he moved on. So, the next stall was that of a flower seller. He announced that he was selling garlands of gulmohar flowers. Means here there was a hawker who was selling kinds of flowers and garland like gulmohars and all. The child wanted one of those. He walked towards the basket of flowers and again announced his desire to have one in a low voice because he knew that his demand would not be fulfilled. They would refuse to buy him the flowers as they would say that they were cheap. Again, the boy walked ahead without expecting a reply from his parents. So, student, in the next video, we will cover the next paragraph. Thank you.